Hi everybody. Today's video I want to dedicate for explanation of current situation about gas export policy of Turkmenistan, and mostly it will be explanation why Azerbaijan is not interested in construction of Transcaspian pipeline, because actually these days, last decade maybe, Turkmenistan has faced with the serious problem of how to export and where to export her natural gas, because it's tremendously difficult to have access to the markets, especially which have high necessity of this natural product. Today's main export of Turkmenistan goes to China, and price and conditions not really appropriate for this country. There's one of the way which Turkmenistan promoting for a very long time. It's Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan and India pipeline TAPI, but currently, because again a situation in Afghanistan very sharply changed, and the successful implementation and completion of this pipeline is under the question. Moreover, recently some Taliban leaders, I think a couple days ago, has meeting with President of Turkmenistan, Berdimuhamedov, in Ashgabat, regarding exactly discussion about the security of further realization of pipeline projects and also some other issues. And I think that for Taliban, TAPI is not an agenda now. They have much more different interests regarding, like, Turkmenistan will not interfere in the possible conflict between current government and Taliban and some other issues. As for Transcaspian pipeline, this is another possible way which can connect Turkmenistan via Azerbaijan and existing infrastructure which Azerbaijan implemented for export oil gas to the Central and Eastern Europe. Let's repeat, it's Baku-Tbilisi-Erzurum pipeline connecting Azerbaijan via Georgia with Turkey. Then it's TANAP, Trans-Anatolian pipeline, through the whole territory of Turkey from east to the west, and on the border connecting with Trans-Adriatic pipeline, which connecting such countries like Greece, Albania till Italy, and also has some interconnector to Bulgaria. And in the future probably it will be even more diversified as soon as more gas will go to the market. So there's many experts has suggestions that if Trans-Caspian pipeline will be built and Turkmen gas can go to these markets via existing infrastructure. The reality is, why Trans-Caspian pipeline not implemented until now? Simply because Russia and Iran actually against of it, explaining that Caspian Sea has very sensitive seismic and environmental conditions, and that's why construction of such type of pipeline can bring dangers to the general ecosystem of this sea. But in reality, for Azerbaijan, is not also in interest for construction of this pipeline. Recently, in January, Azerbaijan and Turkmenistan finally agreed for solution over the long-term dispute over the belongingness of Sardar Kapas oil gas field in the Caspian Sea, which both countries claimed as own property. But finally the discussion was that this field, now named as Dostluq, which means friendship in both languages, in Azerbaijani and Turkmenistani, will be exploited commonly by Azerbaijan and Turkmenistan with participation of some other companies. And of course, because it's possessing both oil and natural gas, there are many suggestions that, okay, since then Transcaspian pipeline can be real. Yeah, for some instance it's necessary, because if the oil and gas will be produced from this field, high probably it will be not go to Turkmenistan back, but via Azerbaijan will be go to the market, which is possible. And for the let's say transportation of oil and gas will be in the perspective produced on these fields. Actually, undersea infrastructure which Azerbaijan has for transportation oil and gas from other fields, which is located in the Caspian Sea, can be enough for this, for pumping it to the Sangachal terminal, from where oil and gas of Azerbaijan going to the world markets. So that only several like 30 kilometers of pipelines need to be built under the sea, and it will be enough. So Transcaspian pipeline is not necessary for construction for transportation from Dostluq field. As for other Turkmen gas production, Transcaspian pipeline is not in interest in Azerbaijan in a very simple reason, because if Turkmen gas will go to the same market, so first it will be competed for the volume in the pipelines, for the price, and for the share in the markets exactly with Azerbaijani gas. And now one of the main market of Azerbaijan is Turkey, and we know that how the situation stick there, competition in a very high level. There are many countries which export own gas to the market by pipeline. It's Russia, Iran, and Azerbaijan, and also there are several countries exporting LNG, liquid natural gas, to the Turkish market. So the competition is very strict. Moreover, you know, this year the first contract between Azerbaijan and Turkey already over, and Turkey not so rapid in order to sign another agreement. This is for the volume of 6 billion cubic meters. That means right now Azerbaijan can export only 6.6 billion cubic meters of gas to Turkish market, and according to new agreement for the Shahdanis too. So Azerbaijan has no previous volumes according to contract, and still under the negotiation, and Turkey looking for more appropriate and advantageous conditions for new contract. That is one of the reasons. And also we should tell that new regions like Greece, Bulgaria, and Italy for Azerbaijani gas, if the Turkmen gas also will go, then it also can sharply decrease price on these markets as well. Honestly, currently gas price for Azerbaijan is not so welcome. It's really low compared with the other exporters. And even if we look for the income of Azerbaijan from gas, it is a little bit more than gas which selling on the domestic market. Moreover, recently prices for gas, it's depending on volume of using for the domestic customers, also increase. So some type of, we can say that soccer try to compensate some losses which happen on the international market. Thank you for your listening. Be healthy. See you again.